Welcome back everybody to the channel. This is Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web, bringing you Part 8, Episode 8, and Mission 8 of the Kartal Mini War Room Hack, ROM, whatever you want to call it, all the same thing, where we finally get to do the most difficult mission imaginable. This was literally the hardest thing I have ever tried to do in Advanced Wars. We have Jess versus Olaf in a battle where we have to destroy the black cannons. Without further ado, let's go. So he made this map for Mage Knight. I think it was Mage Knight 404. He must be some sort of a masochist, I believe. It's the only thing that could be possible for that. So in this mission, like, the goal is to destroy the black cannons, obviously, and both of the black cannons are situated on the western side of the map. You have a small force on the eastern side, which you're looking at right now, that consists of, you know, various units. And then on the western front, you have like a whole bunch of other units that are also good, right? Including a Neo tank, which plays a vital role. Now the thing is, Olaf has units everywhere. Like, they're surrounding you in every single spot. So the first thing I do is I bring the majority of my eastern forces down a little bit to sort of contend with what's going to be coming from the north, and also just to get them in the forest so that they're hidden. That way they'll stay alive. Now, all the units that you see me moving right here, they are just out of range of a black cannon. So, for those of you that don't know, black cannons are a special sort of structure that they created in Advanced Wars 2, which has a incredibly large range of fire. And it'll target the most expensive unit in its range and just plop it down for like 5 damage instantly. And it's always the very first thing that attacks. So it's incredibly dangerous. You can see it right there. But the other thing that's tough about this mission is you are up against Olaf. So Olaf, as we all know, has Winter Fury. And you know what Winter Fury does? It hurts. It hurts ya everywhere. 2 damage everywhere. And it makes it snow, which is incredibly difficult. Okay, so we can see we have sights on a whole bunch of bombers already, and Olaf is already doing damage to like a pipe. He's sending his battle copters up. And yeah, you can see like a whole bunch of just killer units all over the place. So you're kind of forced to take a bunch of hits. And you can see day 1, he's already got a mech on the HQ. So Kartal gives you an artillery unit right by the HQ, which can, you know, delay the capture for sure. But the trick is you still need to get a whole bunch of units to that HQ and defend it. But in order to do that, you have to go through, you know, black cannon territory, which is dangerous. So I did figure out a strategy on how I could destroy the black cannon like fairly quickly. So you see how I put my recon neo tank and anti-air unit up there in the forest? Now, I did that because it is gonna play a vital role, and you'll see this magnificent play that I came up with. Oh man, she's a doozy. I was fairly proud of this play once I figured it out. But the issue is, if you do too much battle damage to Olaf too early, he's also going to get his Winter Fury by like day 2, which causes significant damage to you. So you have to choose what is important to destroy and what's not. So you can see me constantly checking the power meters, right? because I want to make sure that I'm not doing too much damage to Olaf. Now, I found the best thing to do is to leave Olaf with about 2 stars left of power charge. Because if he has 2 stars left, then it'll be really difficult for him to actually charge up both of those. Especially if you hide a lot of your more expensive units. So that tended to work for me. But we're gonna see how it plays out. Also, get yourselves a drink, guys, because it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long one. All right. So the rocket is very important. You don't want to lose that rocket too early, or at all, if you can prevent it. So I am bringing it down to defend. Bringing a bunch of units around to defend it. See, okay, so I've left Olaf with 2 stars. So he starts capturing my HQ. He's busted through his pipe seam, so all those units that you kind of glanced at the beginning, they are going to be coming now. They're on the way. Now, it's kind of hard to tell which way the AI sends them. Like, they either send them to the HQ or they send them up north. It's kind of hard to say. I think they might send them up north, but they do send quite a bit of stuff to the HQ. Okay. Yeah, so we have sights on an artillery unit, that's about it. So this is where the magnificent play comes in. Proud moment. Okay. So we can see that I am like 2 stars away from getting my power. So the first thing I need to do is do battle damage. But I don't want to attack with my anti-airs, because if you manage to get Jess's superpower, what is it, overdrive? Might be overdrive. So if you manage to get it, then you get +2 movement as well as a significant firepower bonus for your vehicle units. And that firepower bonus will be enough for anti-air units to one-shot bombers. And that is very important. Alright. So we can see, there we go. I'll survive this battle too. So Jess has got it. Overdrive. Alright, so this is where you're going to see the beautiful play. Oh god, I was so proud of figuring this one out. Alright, so now we see we have sights on a bomber too that's approaching the eastern force there. So that is dangerous, but I've already sort of sheltered the majority of my important units. So the only thing that bomber could potentially see and do damage to would be the medium tank, but he can't get to the medium tank because I got so many things in the forest. Okay. 112% damage right there. Second one going up, plopping the infantry. And then the Neo tank rushes up to one-shot the first black cannon. Halfway there, folks. First black cannon is down. Now, mind you, the S rank condition for this one would be 17 days. So you have 17 days to get your stuff up there and destroy the other black cannon. Now the problem is the only way that you can get to the black cannon is either by pushing your forces north, right, and heading over west, or you take your southern force and just send him right north and take out whatever he's got going for you. Alright, so Neo Tank takes the hit. We knew that was going to happen, but it had to happen to take out that black cannon. So So unfortunately, probably am going to lose it. But hey, casualty of war, unfortunately. Alright, so Olaf is continuing the capture on the HQ with a brand new unit that just popped up. So I like how Kartal puts like injured units in this that actually rush the HQ. Because I think he knew that, you know, you'd be getting Winter Fury, right? So he wanted to put pressure on the HQ to force you to have to go there, but he didn't want it to be like unfair to the point where an injured artillery unit wouldn't be able to destroy it. Okay, what else we got going on? Okay, so I'm sending one of my recons up to land in a forest. Taking out a battlecopter. Taking out a second battlecopter. They're surviving by the skin of their teeth, unfortunately. This is the other thing that's spooky, is he's got two mechs right there that just captured two of my properties. So now those mechs are actually heading over to capture that base that's right there. And it is pretty difficult to defend against that. And unfortunately, my anti-air can't reach that second or third battlecopter that was up there. So it's going to survive for a turn, and it's going to be doing some damage. Regrettably. Now, as I was playing this mission, my game kept on crashing too. So you probably are going to see a couple saves happen, and then a few reloads. It's mostly because my computer is a potato computer and it doesn't work too well. So sometimes it just crashes on me. Yeah, so I'm saving here and doing a reload. Alright, so gonna end my turn right there. Day 4. So I think the way it works is that Black Cannon in the north, the line that it can hit is actually right to the bottom of the first Black Cannon. So where that base is. So as long as you keep your stuff like just below that line, it's going to be safe from the Black Cannon fire. But the problem is, of course, you can't push up without taking battle damage. So you have to push up with like a large number of units in order to just get past that. Alright, so sending my recon into the middle, even if it's only got 5 HP, it's still going to be able to assist with like interrupts for the HQ cap and all that, right? So super important to keep it alive still. So taking a shot at that medium tank that's right there, putting my other artilleries into range, slowly moving my little rocket around, and this artillery is going to be blasting the HQ once again. So the HQ is still safe. Thankfully. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Also, if you're wondering at the beginning why I moved the recon in the southeast corner up 1 square, it was to prevent the bomber from flying right across. It was sort of forcing the bomber's hand to do something other than go directly for my units. I felt that was a good idea. Okay, so anti-air is moving up. My medium tank is moving up. still staying just out of range. I put the APC in range to get blasted by the black cannon instead of my infantry so that I can capture that base. Because even if you take damage, you know, building your units from there, you're still going to have a 7 HP unit that's going to be heading to the front line. And I mean, like, obviously you would want a full HP unit, but a 7 HP unit is, like, it's not bad. You know, it's still going to be able to help. Okay, so go to capture, scout the forest, take a shot with my artillery unit, and then follow up with the medium tank. So now that corner is, or that base is safe. So I don't want that tank to spot my my artillery either. So I'm gonna try to lure it out with a recon. And then I'm going to put my artilleries in range to counterattack when it finally, like, you know, comes up. Hits me. Because it will hit me. But as long as I have something to counterattack it with, it should be okay. Now, I could shoot that rocket, obviously, but I am going to shoot the medium tank instead. Because it is an immediate threat. Whereas the rocket can't actually hit anything yet. Yeah, you can see me checking the powers once again, because you need to make sure that he isn't going to get Winter Fury again too quickly. Because if you, well, like I said, if he pops too many Winter Furies, it's game over. Like, you can't come back from taking... I would say you could probably safely take 2 Winter Furies. But you can't take any more than that. Okay, so putting the medium tank that far north, probably not a great move. Could have done, I could have put the anti-air unit closer. Because now, I mean, the medium tank is the one that's going to be taking the hit from the black cannon. So putting something else closer would have been better. So I moved the recon to the south onto the road to... Okay, yeah, I moved it there so that the battlecopter and the other unit that is south of those mini cannons would fly over and attack it. Because what I want to do is I want to move in close and capture the south base and hopefully take out the mini cannon right there. Now, taking out the mini cannons isn't actually a win condition for this map. You just have to destroy the black cannons. But when I was doing this, since I was having so much trouble doing this, I actually shot a message to Kartal, and I was like, so, like, can you give me a hint on how to beat this? Because I was struggling so hard, right? And then, you know, he said that you need to use forests and you need bases. That's pretty much all he said to me, and I was just like, oh, okay. Bases and forests. I got it. And defend the HQ in the middle. That's also what he said. So, with all that information, you see the strategy before you. What a beautiful strategy it is. Okay, so what else do we got going on? You can see I'm almost at overdrive once again too, right? So let's see what I do with this overdrive, if I can do anything with it. Yeah, you can see me checking battle damage too, right? And there's not really too much that I can do for battle damage. So I take the... Which engagement do I take? Okay, so I take that one. So... yeah, no. And you know, I would agree with that, yeah. That was a smart move. So by taking the artillery shot, that means that the southern medium tank there, I would be able to almost one-shot it possibly. Or at least be able to do like a significant amount of damage to it. And also, I think I meant to hit that forest tile, but I missed with the recon to the south there. Yeah, no good. Okay. So, I have reached the HQ. So now that I've reached the HQ, I'm feeling like a lot more confident about this run right now. Because, like I said, he sends so much stuff to the HQ that if you don't get there in like a few days, it's gonna be bad for you. Like, you're not gonna be able to win. He sends so much stuff to the HQ. The other thing is that pipe seam right above the HQ. You have to really make sure to take out the air units that are attacking that pipe seam. Because if he breaks the pipe seam, then he can send a unit down to discover your artillery unit, and if your artillery unit dies before you can get reinforcements to the center, then it's game over, because you can't stop the HQ cap. So it is potentially, you can potentially lose by like day 3, or maybe even day 2. It's day 2, 3, maybe even 5. You can lose on day 7, I know. I've done that before. Okay, so second Winter Fury. So far, 40% of my entire army has been wiped off of the map just from super co-pilots. So we are not having a good time there. Not having a good time. Okay, so I was hoping... Okay, I remember now. Yeah, I didn't actually mean to send that recon there. I was hoping that I was able to put the recon into the range of that tank, and the tank was going to go attack it instead of interrupting the cap. But I guess the AI really wants to interrupt caps. Okay, so saving the game again because of crashing issues. And we are live again. Okay, so spending a little bit of time capturing a few properties. Now, every run that I did before this, I had a lot of trouble with the area of the HQ. So I came up with this idea of building a rocket. And I wanted to send the rocket into the forest where the 6 HP artillery is sitting right now, because that would actually give you just enough space to fire on the HQ if in the event something went there. So that is a viable strategy that you could use, for sure. Now, I think in this run in particular, it wasn't actually needed. But more of a security blanket than anything. So I wanted to make sure that, you know, bad things weren't going to happen. So I shouldn't have taken that shot with the anti-air. I should have just did the artillery shot. But, yeah, you know, whatever. What can you do? Okay, so now, the question is, what do you build from this base? What is the most important thing to build? It's not a mech, I'll tell you that much. But I'll tell you why I built the mech. It's because I was fearing for the HQ still. Because even if you have a bunch of 6 HP units defending your HQ, if he sends in one medium tank, it's all over for you. All those units are gone. And I don't know what he's got. So, at this point, one medium tank could just completely ruin everything for me. But it's not going to be that medium tank. The nice thing about this foresty area down here is it's incredibly difficult for Olaf to actually push his units into there to destroy you. So if you can, you know, make a little bit of a wall there, then you should be good to go. Alright, parking a recon right on the HQ, because I'm like, nope, nothing is going to be happening with this. Alright, so I scout ahead and I notice that that forest tile is not taken up, which is good. Very good, actually. So that means that all you would have to do from this point is if he's got nothing there, you just build what I just built there, an artillery unit. And even if the artillery unit is going to get smacked by the black cannon along the way, if you build a few of them, you can get at least one of them into position, take a shot, then join your unit, and have a full HP artillery right by the black cannon. And then that's your win condition right there, because he's not going to be able to spot it. But a mystery unit attacks me, so what is that? We have no idea. No idea what it is. It's a rocket. He actually has a rocket that is right by the black cannon as well, in the opposite forest. So that's another thing that you have to watch out for. I managed to scout that out in a different run. And I noticed it there, and I was like, well, that's not good. Alright. So I decide that the medium tanks are not needed by the HQ, because it looks pretty open. And yeah, everything is looking okay. Yeah, there it is. So take a small shot at it. But now the problem is I have that recon right there. And the recon is in position to take shots at the artillery. So until the recon is dead, the artillery cannot push up. So you gotta build something to take care of that. But now my rocket is in position to cover the HQ, so I do not have anything to fear now. He's not going to be able to get the HQ. The rocket is not going to die. So we're perfectly fine now. Perfectly fine. Thankfully. So now it's time to bring out the big guns. Or is it? I can't remember. Yeah, do I build? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. Time to bring out the big guns. Neo tanks are arriving on the scene. What? I thought the medium. No, I thought the medium tank was in a forest. No, that was my bad. Oh, whatever. No. Well, I won't be able to capture the southern base now, so that's unfortunate. But the good thing is now that the recon has moved, I managed to take it out. And it also leaves the forest tile open for me to actually send my artillery unit into the forest. So now it's protected. So now I'm kind of spooked because I wanted to actually attack the black cannon or the mini cannon down there, but I mean now I'm not going to be able to capture the property, so there's really no point to attack the black the mini cannon, cause it is I mean you just can't do anything about it, right? So not really any point to attack it now. Now, because I do have one base at least, I am able to at least create infantry to send over there and like maybe capture it at some point. That would be cool, but it doesn't matter too much at this point. Now that I have the artillery unit right by the black cannon, eventually I am gonna win. So now the trick would be to survive. I don't want to lose any more of my units, right? So we have to keep them all alive, or at least try our best to. Now in hindsight, if you just want to keep your units alive, all those southern units right there, you should just send them like right to the HQ. Because the HQ, like, you can defend that area like super good. Okay, so moving the Neo tank up now, because because I want to take out that medium tank so that it stops, you know, doing damage. No, I should have brought the infantry actually back into the forest instead of leaving it up there. In the south, that is. So that he wouldn't be able to do any significant damage. So once again, just checking the power. So he's used enough Winter Furies now that he's not going to get another one like too quickly. Which is good for me, thankfully. Finally, something is going right for me in this battle. But that's not right. Should not have done that. Unfortunately. Alright, so his mech has spotted like 2 of my units, like both of the medium tanks. So that's kind of spooky. Not good at all. Alright, just slowly but surely doing damage to that stupid mini cannon down there. Alright, so I mistakenly moved the medium tank forward and find myself face to face with a fresh full HP medium tank. So that's not good. I'll move the APC down onto the building to hopefully lure out that battlecopter so I can destroy it. Finish capping a city. Take the first shot against the black cannon, thankfully. Ooh. What a dangerous unit or structure a black cannon is. But now I have a 9 HP artillery sitting right beside the black cannon, so that is beautiful. Very happy about that. Yeah, that battlecopter, I was hoping it was going to attack the APC, but it went for the infantry instead, oddly enough. I'm not sure why that is. So I realized I made a mistake there, because now the thing is out of sight. So that's not good, but whatever. What can you do, right? Just build another anti-air there and stop his advances. So I think because the medium tank is out of fuel, it decided that it was more important to go refuel rather than take the hit against the 2 HP medium tank. So abusing fuel mechanics. Alright, finally take that stupid thing out. Notice there's a rocket down there now though, so that's no good. That's gonna destroy at least 1 unit. Unless it also has the refuel AI going on right now. Okay, so take the second shot, or maybe third shot against that black cannon. So now we're in endgame, folks. We are in endgame. So the only thing left to do is just do a bunch of battle damage. And that's it. Black cannon takes its last shot of its life. And that stupid battlecopter keeps attacking units that are like far away from it. Oh, it's so unfortunate. It's day 15. I used my power. Turbocharge. And we're gonna see what kind of damage I can do with turbocharge. Well, we at least take out a medium tank, so that's cool. 1 medium tank is not better than nothing, right? Now, in hindsight, I probably should have attacked the, that guy and taken him just completely out. But, you know, I had enough of that mini cannon. Even though that mini cannon literally shot at nothing the entire game, I still had enough of it. Sick and tired. Okay, so nothing else that I can do except for end the game. 52% damage. Black cannon is down. Victory. So speed, power 100%, but my technique was only 67, which unfortunately leaves me with a B rank. But it was a B rank, well deserved. The speed requirement was actually 17 days, and I managed to get it done in 15, which was pretty cool. I was kind of psyched about that. That was literally the hardest mission I've ever had to do. It really took a lot of planning for sure to get that one done. So if you guys want a challenge, I would suggest definitely download the ROM hack in the description below and try out Sneak Peek, because it is a tough one. It is a tough one for sure. Beautiful. But we got it done, folks. We got it done. Once again, this has been Semi-Original Guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web. I want to thank you all for watching once again. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. And link in the description below to Kartal's channel, the creator of the ROM hack. You can go check out his content. He's got lots of cool stuff, and he's cooking up even more mods as we speak, so definitely check it out. And if you want to play Advanced Wars with people around the world competitively, check out the other link in the description below to check out Advanced Wars by Web. Sign up for free today. Start playing with people around the world. Alrighty, everybody. Have yourselves a great day. Take care.